Hello friends, my name is Bilal Khan and today I'm going to be working on another application that is called Wallet, in which I will be managing the balance and expenditure by using struct, and I will show you that how you can use that struct with the help of methods and use the functionalities in it so that you can easily manage the expenditure and balance. So let's go to the screen and I will show you there. As you can see here that I'm present in the Visual Studio Code, and inside this Visual Studio Code what I'm going to do, I'm going to create another package by the name of Wallet, cargo new, and the package name is what you can see here, wallet. Okay, yeah. Now inside this wallet what I'm going to do, open this main.rs file inside the source directory, remove this main function, and first of all the first thing that I'm going to do is to create a struct by the name of wallet. Let's zoom in, and inside this struct there are two fields that I'm going to be writing. The first one is the name, the second one is the balance. So the balance is going to be unsigned integer 32 bits. After that, let's approach this in another way. You can like use the struct in a function also, but there is another way also that is like more a good way that the Rust prefers, that is by using the methods. So if you are not aware of the methods, generally you can watch my Rust for Beginners course in the YouTube playlist, in which I have discussed this kind of concept. So you can simply implement this by using wallet. So the wallet method and the struct name should be the same. And after that, inside this wallet there will be multiple functions, and those functions will be aligning with this struct. Okay, so they will be using this data of the struct in these functions that are present inside this method. So let's take a look at them. So first of all, let's write function. The first function that I'm going to do is to write show balance, and that will be using the self parameter that is referring to the self itself. Okay, so referring to itself means that all the fields that are written here and all the variables that are written here will be called by using self. Okay, so it is referring to itself also. Now I will simply print them. So in order to print them, I will write like what you can say here, name, and after that new line and balance. Okay, and curly braces, comma, and inside the in another line I will write self name and self balance, like this. Okay, now this is the print statement that I have written it. Now the next step that I'm going to do is to create another function by the name of what you can say here, expenditure or something like this. Calculate balance, calculate balance, like this. Okay, now inside this calculate balance there are two things. The first one is the self, that is referring to itself by using the name and balance. The second parameter that I'm going to do, like the first parameter that I'm going to do, is to write expenditure. So this expenditure should be given so that based on this expenditure you can easily calculate the balance, that how much you have spent and what is the remaining balance. So let's write what you can see here, if statement, that if expenditure is smaller than or equal to self balance. Okay, it means that if the expenditure is less than or if the expenditure is equal to balance, then what I need to do, I need to subtract the balance, subtract the expenditure from balance. Okay, so self balance is equal to self balance minus expenditure. So let's say I have an expenditure of 60 and I have a total balance of 100. So what it will do, that 60 is less than 100. So if the 60 is less than 100, then what it will do, it will subtract the 60 from 100, and the result that it will give us will be 40. Okay, and I will print the result also, that print line the result, what you can say here, the remaining balance below, name remaining balance is like this, and there will be two things. The first one is the name. So the name, let's say Bilal remaining balance is 40 rupees or $40, and then the balance. Okay, let's put it like this. Okay, now it will be fine. Now let's say if the if statement didn't work, then I will write the else statement, that if the expenditure is greater than self balance, it means that the expenditure is going above the balance, so it is not, it should not be allowed, because the balance is less and the expenditure is more. So I will simply print the message that hey, the expenditure more than the balance is not the balance should be the expenditure should not be above the balance, should not be above the balance, like this. So yeah, it is fine now. Now let's call this a method inside the function, method functions inside the main function. Now the first thing that I'm going to do, I need to first of all use this struct in order to define that what the name is and what the balance is. So let's write wallet variable, and that wallet variable will be having two things. The first one is the name. So the name is going to be, let's say, Bilal, and toString. Okay, and the second thing is the balance, that is basically balance like this. Let's say 200. Okay, 200 is the balance. Now let's put the semicolon. Now let's use this function. So how I can use this? I will simply write let's say wallet dot show balance. This will print the balance, and then wallet calculate balance, so it will calculate the balance, but first of all I need to give the expenditure amount. So let's say I have spent like 50 rupees or $50. Okay, so now the $50 will be subtracted from 200, and then it will give the result. Okay, and now let's show the balance again, that before calculating the balance, and what was the balance, and after calculating the balance, what is the actual balance. So wallet show balance. Yeah, these are the two states of the balance, that what it will what they will be before and after subtracting. So yeah, now let's take a look at this. Now there are two things, there are some things that I want you to understand that they are missing, but I will show you after this. Let's go to this cargo run. First of all, cd wallet, and then cargo run. Now you can see here that it is showing me that you need to write the mute. So why mute? Because whatever you are writing here, like Bilal, like to, they can be modified, because from like when the 50 was subtracted from 200, then it means that the value was modified. The balance value was modified from 200 to 150. Now the value actual balance is 200, so it means it is modified. So I need to put the mute keyword also in order to deal with this mutability. Okay, write mute also here, because when the values will be multiplied or when the values will be subtracted, then it means that they are that they need to be mutable, and that's why I have written the mute keyword. Now let's write cargo run again. You can see here calculate balance, that maybe I have written wrong. Yeah, calculate balance should be written right. Now you can see here that this is the show balance. Okay, now after that Bilal's remaining balance is 150. Why? Because 50 was removed from it, or 50 was subtracted from it. Now the new balance is 150. Okay, so let's say if I write 250. So 250 is basically this expenditure is above the total balance. So in this case it will give me the message that hey, the expenditure should not be above the balance. As you can see here, the show balance and show balance, both of them are showing the same balance, 200, but the expenditure should not be above above the balance, because if the expenditure is above the balance, then it will definitely give me the error. Now let's make the balance 300. Now it will give me a message 50. You can see here the Bilal's remaining balance is 50, because 250 was subtracted from it. You can see here previously it was 300, now 50 was 250 was subtracted from it. Now the new balance is 50. So yeah, this is how you can use the what you can say struct, and inside the struct you can implement the method. And with this method you can write multiple functionalities that will be aligning with this kind of data, and you can use this data inside the main function, and you can call them call that method and play with it. So yeah, from this video I hope you understood that how the methods work, and if you like this video, then make sure to subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, then ask those questions in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer all of them. So till then, goodbye.